Very good day to our beloved Miss Florence binti Ajada. I'm Adiba Dayana binti Ahmad and I will proceed the presentation for the slow learner using drawing diagrams technique. So what is a slow learner actually? So a slow learner is a child who learns at a pace a little behind others of their age and grade level. Slow learners are not always learning disabled and may have ordinary lives outside of the classroom. However, academic subjects are a challenge for them. To help slow learners, take a variety of approaches to teaching important subject matter. Get support for the student inside and outside the classroom. And most importantly, encourage slow learners by working with them patiently and by celebrating their successes. So based on learning strategies for all children, teachers should use learning strategies that are based on the diversity of learning ability of each children. In this case, appropriate learning strategies for slow learner in inclusive schools can be applied by adjusting the learning abilities of slow learner with goals, time allocation, rewards, tasks, and assistance in the learning process, so that it can take an idea that elective considerations learning strategies for slow learner includes several items. The first one is the learning objectives, learning materials, the characteristics and needs of slow learner, professional ability of teachers, time allocation, availability of media and props, classroom and school environment or educational institutions, and other considerations related to learning strategies. So, drawing diagrams. Diagrams and charts are visual representations of information. They are useful for documenting facts, drawing plans, and capturing ideas and enhance communication, learning, and productivity. Drawing diagrams play a big role in our cognitive development. It also can help the learner to write and think creatively, develop hand-eye coordination, sharpen analytic skill, and also conceptualism ideas. So, for example, pizza. So, planning assessment for primary school. So, I'm major in mathematics. So, I'm taking an example for standard 1, mathematics for standard 1. So, the learning outcome, the student get to know what is division by using pizza and how to solve problems about division. Actually, pizza is not included in this learning outcome. I just said. Okay. And the learning goals. The student will learn about division and multiplication. And the question is based on drawing a pie diagram or a pizza diagram. So the student will instruct to answer question related to division by drawing a diagram. And the results are based on evaluation assessment, and all of the answer will be evaluated according to the level of their understanding. So for the evaluation assessment for mathematics standard 1, I put 3 scoring criteria. The first one is the conceptual understanding of the problem. Okay, so in progress, the student managed to use diagrams, pictures, and symbols to explain their work. The partially proficient one, the student managed to use all the important information to correctly solve the problem. And the proficient one, the student have thought about the problem carefully and feel as they know what they are doing. Okay. The second scoring criteria is the procedural knowledge. Okay. So in progress, for the slow learner, they managed to use appropriate mathematical computations, terms, and formulas. Partially proficient, they correctly solve and check the solution to the problem. And the profession one, they use mathematical ideas and language precisely. And the last scoring criteria is the problem solving skills and strategies. In progress, which is for the slow learner, they manage to look for possible ways to solve the problems, meaning that they might don't know how to answer the question, but then they try to do it. Okay? So for the partially proficient, they manage to use problem solving skills strategies that show some good reasoning. And for the proficient one, their work is clear and organized. Okay? So in conclusion, for my part, based on the definition of the slow learner and learning strategies described earlier, it can be concluded that the learning strategy of slow learner is the most important and effective way to help slow learner to learn to achieve certain learning objectives. So the teacher become a teacher in planning and organizing slow learners' activities. In planning and implementing slow learner learning strategies, a teacher needs to pay attention to the slow learner abilities differently from other normal students. So that's all from me. Thank you, Miss.
So hello everyone, good day to everyone. So my name is Muhammad Shamuddin and I'm gonna present on the assignment 2, which is the testing and evaluation subject in chapter 1, which is listing for the secondary school learner. So the listing is a discovery strategy which the writer developed a list of words and also phrase, image and ideas. The list may be ordered or unordered. It is because listing can help overcome writer block and lead to discovery, focusing, and development of topic. So, the process of listing, there is no generic structure of short answer question, but most of them question are include the response such as completing the sentence, which is the question are based on the listing. So these are the example for the listing. The good example, as you can see, it is more complex question, like list 5 most beautiful place in Malaysia. So if you compare it with the bad example, it is not a complex question like list 5 most beautiful place. What is the 5 most beautiful place anyway? So as you can see, these are the planning assessment for the English subject for the secondary school level 2 according to our assignment. So the goal for this subject for our teaching is the student to get know all of the grammar and how to use it for speaking and writing, include the vocabulary. So our goal is simple, that the student will learn about the grammar for the example, the past, present and the future tense, and how to use it. So the question are include based on the listing of the specific word that are matched with the statement. The student will instruct to list all of the important word in a paragraph and list down the word and define it. So the result, we will evaluate it based on the result on the assessment, and all of the answer will be evaluated according to the level of the understanding, because most of the question are by list, and the understanding will be test on the specific list based on the question. So as you can see, these are the evaluation assessment for our teaching. So the scoring criteria include the planning and ideation, creation and exploration, and reflection and connection. So we totaled it as 4 scores. So the score are there are 4 category of score, which is advanced, proficient, but partially and proficient, and in progress. For the in progress student, most of them are not know about the subject, so about the grammar. So it is in progress, so we need to train them very hard. So these are the tests for. So the partial profession is for the second grade. The second grade, we will see through the student as they pass all of the understanding of the words and the vocabulary. So the profession is almost perfect for a student. It is almost advanced in advanced grade. For the advanced grade, the student have all the criteria that we search for. So as you can see, these are the criteria that we search. The list all of the important. It is for advanced. And for the profession, this the list of important words, the list of important words only. And for in progress, the list down just several of the words, just several, not all. But the second grade is they list the important words only, they not define it. So for the profession is almost perfect, they define it, but they the words are not complex as the advanced grade. So these are on planning and adulation scoring criteria on our evaluation. For the creation, exploration and exploration criteria, we include that there are also four category. So the first is in progress, which are the student only define just several words in the paragraph, because there are a bunch of words. Why they just define just several words? So we take it as in progress for the student. They need to learn more. So the second part is they define the words on the paragraph. They have defined all of the words in the paragraph. So this is the second class for the grade in our evaluation. So for the profession is almost perfect. They define and contrast the words and include the meaning. But the perfect answer is in advanced category, which they define and contain the word and include the meaning and show how to use the words. So these are the reflection and connection for the scoring criteria. The in progress student, the student that need training, are the student that only show words. They not know how to use the words. So for the third grade, the profession, they are almost advanced. They show how to use the words and they include the meaning in it. So for the advanced, these are the perfect level of student, which they show how to use the words, include the meaning, and create a sentence using the words. So these are the evaluation for the assessment for our English for secondary school category learner. So that's all from me. Thank you.